Hi, my name is Tiago Duarte and welcome to another video tutorial here at Daily Beats. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a nice trap, very aggressive trap beat. And in this beat that I've just made, we have two sections. We have the verse and the chorus, and they sound different but similar in a way. So I think they complement each other really, really well. And I'm just going to show you pretty much what I did here for this project. And I'm going to show you pretty much all the elements after the intro. Let's go back and jump into FL Studio. By the way, I'm going to do this beat in 2 episodes. So in this episode, I'm going to show you how I made the track. And in the next episode, I'm going to mix the track. And this is the project, so I'm going to play a little bit of the verse and then a little bit of the chorus so that you have an idea of the two parts. So this is the verse part, and I really enjoy the strings that it's a sample, and I'm going to show you how I end up with that. But let's now listen to the chorus section, and you will see the difference. And actually, I'm going to play it from the half of the chorus so that we go back around to the beginning so that you can see the transition. And as you can tell, it's a very different vibe from one to the other, but I think they complement each other really, really well. So let's start with the drums. And for this one, I used the soprano drums again. And this is one of the kicks that I have here. So let's listen to it alone. Very simple kick pattern, nothing too much. And then I added another layer of drums, and in this one we have some drums from the MPC Beats DAW, I guess, or plugin. And I'm not sure if this plugin will be, if I will use it that much. I like it, and I have at least three sound sets here. But one of the issues that I found is that sometimes when I reloaded this project, I didn't have the same sequence saved here. So I hope that will not be a killer for me in this regarding this plugin. But let's see. And this is how it sounds, the drums. As you can see, this part sounds really, really cool, really dope. And when we have the drums and the kick, they get a little bit more, the kick gets a little bit more power, because I felt the other kick from the MPC Beats was not as intense as it should be. So that's why I added this second layer of the kick. So let's listen how it sounds. Okay, the next element was to add some hi-hats. And for these hi-hats, I used the Drum X. And there's a nice pattern here that I just used, and they sound like this. As you can see, very, very rapid hi-hats, and I really like the sound I really like how they complement the beat. And as you can see here, I added some automation here. So this automation is opening up the decay of the membrane. And in the beginning, with the decay all turned to the lowest setting here, in the beginning it sounds like this. And then when we go to the chorus, where I have everything opened up, it sounds like this. As you can hear, the sound when I open the membrane decay, or when I increase membrane decay, the sound gets a little bit longer, and in the beginning of the verse it gets a little bit shorter. So I also played with the automation with this, so that we have in the verse more, in the chorus more energy, and then when we come back to the chorus we have a closer hi-hat. So it also helps on creating a sense of higher energy in the chorus. Those are the drums. Let's go now to the 808, which I really enjoy in this track. And the 808 has two sections, so the chorus section and the verse section, they are different. And that's something that I'm doing lately. Whenever I usually like to do something for the chorus differently for the rest of the track, because I think that gives an extra layer of how can I say, of variation to the track, and makes the track sound a little bit more interesting. So let's listen. And for this I just used flex, and I mean, after I got flex, I don't, especially with this mobile tune 808 bass, I don't need to use any other plugin to create 808s or to make 808s. I think this is more than enough. It gives me everything that I need and a bunch of presets. So let's see how does this sound. So as you can see, several slides ups and slide downs, and I think this sounds really cool with the chords that you will see later in the track. So let's listen this with the drums, and let's hear this part here. Okay, the next element that I added for the chorus here was this Hulks lead, and the name of the synth is actually, or the preset is called Hulks. So I thought it was kind of a funny name because it's a very beefy and strong lead, and that's why they call it Hulks lead. So that's what I used here, and this is from Beat, and this came from the Beat magazine that I have over there, and it's a new preset or a new bank of sounds that I really enjoy. So let's hear this part, and as you can see, it's very elongated in the beginning, very elongated chords, and then it goes up, goes down a little bit, and then it has this variation here. Let's listen. This follows a little bit of the theme of the 808. And I think it sounds really beefy with the entire beat. So let's listen all together. Okay, the next element, it was something that I wanted to add just to give some flair to the track, and to give some extra sounds. And as you can see here, it doesn't play too long. It only plays once every 4 beats. And I think it sounds really cool, and it's called Flutter. And this is from, let me see, I think it's Iris, Isotope Iris plugin. Yes, Iris 2. It takes a little bit to open, but it sounds like this. So this effect, I thought it was really cool, but I wanted to add some movement to it too. So it's not always in one place or in the other. So I said, okay, let me add some panning, and it goes from one channel to the other, and it creates a really cool sound, and it sounds like this with the entire track. As you can hear, it starts on the left one and then it goes to the right one, and it's not 100% and 100%, it's smooth. It's a smooth transition, but maybe 50% to 50% from the sides, but it sounds really cool. Then I added, to finalize here the chorus, I added a bell preset, and in this one I just wanted to add some extra melodic elements. And for this one, it was kind of a melody to complement the chorus, to make it a little bit more melodic, not to be always the same thing over and over. And this is from Analog Labs, and it sounds like this. Very simple, but with the track, the entire track, it sounds really cool, and I think it gives a really nice melody to the chorus. So let's listen everything together for the chorus, and then we can move to the verse. So I think this bell melody just gives an extra vibe to the track, that it sounds really, really cool. And without it, the track sounded nice, but it was missing something. And I think with this bell preset, or this bell melody, I think it made the track, it was the extra element that make the chorus sound really, really cool. So now let's move to the other part of the track, which is the verse. And first I'm going to show you the bass, because the bass is a little bit different from the one that we have in the chorus. And but it's the same bass, it's the same 808, but these are the notes. Very simple, and this is how they sound together. Sounds really cool. And then we have here this sample, and actually this sample was one of the first elements that I created for this track, and it sounds really cool. I think it's really dope. And let me see if I can trace this down, because I don't even know if I have the original sound here. Yeah, I have. This is the sound from Beat, and it sounds something like this. So I took these two notes, and then I applied a bunch of effects, and this is how I end up with the sample. So the first part of the sample is just those two notes with a bunch of effects on it. And then the second part here is just the reverse of the first one. So we have the first one, and then I reversed it and I played it on the second one. So it's always this kind of evolving, let's say, it sounds kind of a string, but it was based on a synth, but it's kind of this evolving string pattern or string sound that makes you go down and go up and go down and go up. So let's listen to it again several times so that you can have a better idea of how it sounds. And this extra click at the end, when we go back from the start, and sorry, this small click that we have, I don't know if it's kind of a click, we can call it click, but it's something that happens in the beginning or in the transition from the fourth beat to the first one. This doesn't, you cannot tell this with the 808, with the hi-hats and the kick. So it's masked up in the entire instrumental. So now let's hear the entire verse, or every element for the verse. As you can hear with the drums, everything sounds way smoother. We don't have that click, that noticeable click that we hear when the sample is solo. And that's it. And then I added here a flutter, which is basically the same thing for the chorus. I added it here so that it can have a little bit of extra things in the verse. The next step for this beat is going to be to take it apart, make an entire track, and then I will export all the files, and then I will mix them down in Studio One. So I think this is it. The beat sounds really cool. I really enjoy it. I think it gives a really like aggressive and hard vibe. Not aggressive, but a hard trap vibe, and I think it sounds really dope. And I'm looking forward to mix it in the next episode. I think that's it, guys. So remember, master the software so that it's just you and music. That's the theme of the channel. If you are new to FL Studio, I will have a playlist here with FL Studio beginner tutorials, and I will also have here the playlist where you can see all my previous FL Studio tutorials. That's it. Have a nice day and see you next time. Peace.